I also need to mention about the fact that many people are retiring. So this decade is really the retirement decade, honestly, across the world, not just in Europe or the West. It's also applicable to South America. It's applicable to Asia. People are retiring in large numbers, maybe 80% retiring or 50, 60, 70% retiring, taking like 70, 80% of human knowledge along with them. And they're not getting replenished at the same rate. One important trend that we see is going to be along the lines of data ownership. We are going to see that many closed loop systems, many closed systems will be forced to open in 2026. We're already seeing that in Europe, where if you buy hardware from Emerson or Roof Technique, which used to be, or SKF, which used to be closed before, they own the data. Rather, the customer should emphasize that they own the data so that they could make use of it for their needs. So that is one mega trend that we think will affect a lot of the dinosaurs in the industry, like SKF and Emerson. So data ownership is becoming a more important issue in 2026. Companies are becoming more aware that they need to be both hardware agnostic and software agnostic. Now, what do I mean by that? It basically means that end customers they want to focus on efficiency gains and revenue gains. They want to look at how the top line, the bottom line gets affected. They want to improve on that with AI data and hardware. They don't want to have any lock-in with respect to any specific hardware types. At the same time, they also don't want any lock-in with any software types. And we think that's a very positive trend for the entire industry at large, that the factories can choose whichever hardware they want, and they can also choose which software they want, and there's no software or a hardware lock-in. I think 2026 is going to be a very important year to see, and we are seeing it ourselves, where many of our customers are moving from pilots and completely moving into operational systems, fully integrated production infrastructure. We also see a shift towards more non-threshold, non-rule-based monitoring systems. It could be behavior-based, as an example. It could be something else, but adaptive systems, more intelligent adaptive systems, is going to be something that people are going to be talking about. And we also think that even though vibration is going to stay key, a combination of vibration with other form fused with other forms of machine health data like current and the context and process is going to become more and more important. I think greater awareness, greater focus on change management, greater awareness of the fact that just collecting a lot of data doesn't help anymore. You really need to make that actionable. It's not about more data paradigm, it's about more clarity paradigm, better SNR paradigm, less noise paradigm. And I still want to double down on the core theme again. AI accelerates humans in 2025, accelerated all the way till now. And for the next 5 years, we're looking at like maybe 100x expert efficiency.